Hi guys, welcome to Virtual IT Academy. I'm Muhammad Usman. Today we are gonna learn how to install DHCP server, on MS Windows Server 2012 and the configuration of DHCP server. So we have two tasks today for the DHCP, Control Z, for the DHCP on Windows Server 2012 and the configuration. In order to install DHCP, we need to go to server manager, then we can add roles and features, and from roles and feature we need to select roles because DHCP is a role, not a feature. So from the roles we can select DHCP, then can proceed the wizard to complete this installation. After completing installation, it is required for us to restart our server. I will restart it and I will not show in this video. And moreover, then we can configure from the management tool of DHCP. So here we go for our installation. I will go to my VM. This is my server. I'll go to server manager. Server manager is open. Add, click. Here's the mouse. I will highlight, add roles and features. Click on this one. Here you can click on next to proceed with the roles. So we are going to select we have only one server in this list. So this is our server. If you have multiple, you can select your one. From roles, we have planned to install DHCP server. I checked the box of DHCP. It opens this window, small window. And here I need to include management tool, which is for the DHCP only, for the configuration of DHCP. So click on add features. Now click on next. Next. We have nothing to do any further. If you don't want anything, then you can proceed like this, clicking on next, and then you can click on install. So I will click on install. In order to complete this installation, it will take a while and then it will finish its installation. After installation, we will go ahead for the configuration. I will pause the video for a second. It's done now. It's already installed. So we'll close this one. And now we got here DHCP server. Before it was not available. Now we got it. And in order to configure this one, you can go double click on this DHCP server and it will open this in front of you. It will give you the list of the servers. From this server, you can click on the right click. You can right click and then go to DHCP manager. This is our tool to configure DHCP server. So we have completed our first step, the installation process. Now we are going for configuration of DHCP server, which is our second step. So here we go. We have this server in DHCP. I will maximize this one to the bigger screen. So we are gonna configure DHCP server. Let me tell you something about DHCP server. DHCP server is the server which will give IP addresses to your clients. IP address, DNS, and your gateway, default gateway. And we are gonna create a DHCP new scope. New scope means the scope which will be, the scope of IPs which will be given by this server to its clients. So we are gonna click on next in order to do this. It will be, or name it like Vita, or description will be Academy or anything if you want. So click on next. Start for the range. I will go for 192.168.100.100 for example, and 192.168.100.200. So we have 100 IP to be used. Click on next. After putting all these values, click on next, and here we go for, I click 2 times, next. Then you can select the range, leave it like it is good. Next. Here, yes, I want to configure these DHCP options now. There are few options remaining for like DHCP Win server, DNS or something like that. Even the default gateway will be configured here. So you need to click at yes, yes. It's very important, because if you don't configure any default gateway, your clients will not get internet. So click on yes on next. Add, this is router, see, default gateway or router. It's very important to have IP of default gateway or router. In our case it's 254. I will add, if you have multiple you can write it again here and can add multiple default gateways. So gonna click on next. It was done 2 times. For DNS, if you have, in our case we don't have DNS, so we are not doing anything, and we'll click on next. Even we don't have wins. So yes, activate this scope now and then click on next. Finish. It's done now. DHCP is working now. I'll show you scope. This is a scope. Address pool. This is our pool, and this is done. It's working now. We need to check it from the client now. We have another Windows 10 which is connected to this network already. So I'm gonna go to this Windows and I will disable this one. I will open Network and Sharing Center, and I will show you IP. For example, from Ethernet, I will show you that IP. I will refresh this one, disable, and this disable, and I will enable this one again. It already took IP from our DHCP, but I want to show you that it's working and it is taking IP from our DHCP. I enabled this one. By enabling this interface, it took already IP. So I will show you status. Double click. Detail. You see our DHCP server is 192.168.100.91. This is our gateway 254 given by our server, and this is our IP address, the first IP address given from the server, which is 100, because we turned on first machine after the installation, so it gave us 100. I will show you now. Our IP in server is 91, which is IP of DHCP server. So this is our DHCP server where we configured and installed now, and you see our IP here at this PC is 91. It means this server gave its DNS, the default gateway which is configured by us, and the IP address. Moreover, if you have sometimes your DNS, so then this server will be added in DNS as well. Hope you like the video. Please subscribe for my channel, and it helps me to update more good videos to help you guys. See you later. Bye bye.